Chair Yoga Part 2 for Claymore Senior Center and all visitors. Welcome. We'll start with warm-ups, as we always do. We want to warm up the different joints and muscles of the body, so we'll be ready for some of the slightly more challenging things that we'll do later on in the practice. I want to say a little bit about shoes, or about footwear first. If you like to be barefoot, barefoot is probably best, but leave that totally up to you. A lot of people like to wear socks, and that's fine, but not on a polished or waxed or otherwise slippery floor. Those socks are going to go right out from under you, and you might have a nasty fall. So don't wear socks on a slippery floor. If you're wearing shoes, they should be shoes that grab your whole foot. Flip-flops, no good. Other kinds of sandals, if they really grasp your foot at several different places, that's good. So you want to be secure in your footwear. We're going to start here for the hip joints, lift up the spine so it's tall. We bring our shoulders down and back, and we're just going to breathe for a while. And I'll give you instructions as we start into the breath. We can have the eyes closed or open. That's up to you. If they're open, you might want to find a focus point out in front of you that you can softly gaze at. And we'll start with very soft, easy breath, and in and out through the nose if possible. If you can't breathe through your nose all the time, that's okay. Just when you can. Keep trying to come back to it. And this kind of breathing is how we connect the mind and the body. And that's what yoga is, the mind and the body working together. And then we start to take in a little more breath each time. And that means we have a correspondingly longer exhale. So we breathe in a little more each time, we breathe out a little more each time. And we're taking our attention completely to the breath. Nothing else matters. We're going to let it all go, just for a little while we're here together. So the thoughts, think about your thoughts as being like little clouds that will come by in the sky, and we don't have to be distracted by them. We can just let them go by. And if our eyes have been closed, we're going to open them here. We're going to start moving with the breath. Last time we did warm-ups, we were waving our arms around in the air, but today we're going to leave our arms down. Let's take another inhale, lift that spine up long again. We'll drop the shoulders down and back. And we're going to be twisting. Think about your belly button. That's going to be the center of everything. Inhale, lift up the spine. Exhale, take the belly button toward the right knee. And I'm talking about your right here. I'm mirroring you. Inhale, lift up the spine long. Exhale, twist a little bit more. We're twisting from the bottom of the spine up. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhaling, lifting the spine. Exhale, twisting. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And inhale slowly, coming back to the front. And we're going to repeat that toward the left. That's your left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, belly button toward the left knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And inhale, slowly returning to the center. And again, without taking our arms up over our head, we're going to be curving the spine side to side. So inhale, lift. Notice that we're always lengthening the spine before we do just about anything. Exhale, curve to the left. We're slightly lifting the slightly lifting the left shoulder, lowering the right. We're curving to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curve a little bit more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curve. And inhale. We bring that whole structure back to the center, so the sides are still long. Both sides are long. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curve left. Inhale, lengthen the spine through the curve. Exhale, curve some more. And we'll do it one more time. Inhale, we lengthen the spine. And exhale, we complete our curve. And inhaling, bring the whole structure back to the center. Now we are going to lift our arms a little bit, but if your shoulders are tired or sore, you don't have to lift your arms above your head. You can always do hands to heart center or hands on hips. Here we go. Inhale. Clasp your fingers together. Exhale, push the palms toward the ceiling. Release. And exhaling, let the fingers flutter down. Now we're going to stretch the neck. Inhale, lift the neck long. Exhale, gaze across the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, gaze across the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center. And we're going to do some shoulder rolls. Warm up those shoulders. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to reverse that shoulder roll. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, down and back. And again. Inhale. Exhale. We can do that same kind again. That's the basic. You might want to try the chicken wing, but if this is too hard on your shoulders, do the basic instead. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and reverse. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going to pull our sitting bones a little bit out from the back of the chair, and we're going to take our right toe out to the right. Make sure your heel isn't going to run into the chair leg, because that's happened before. And we're just inhale, taking it around, inhale again, still same direction. And now exhale, reverse, and keep breathing. And we'll lower that foot. Now we'll take the left out, same thing, watch your heel. Inhale, and this warms up everything, the toes, the foot, the knees, and reverse, and the hip joints. And we'll bring the feet, again, knee distance apart, hip distance apart. We're going to do marching right here in our seats, and we'll alternate. Keep your spine tall, don't lean back. So we're going to use our abdominal muscles to keep our torso tall. Inhale, exhale, opposite side, inhale, exhale. Okay. And we're going to hold on to the sides of our chair, and we're just going to do little kicks with each foot. We'll do 4 on each side, alternating. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I may have counted wrong, but it's all right. 1 extra won't hurt us. Now we're going to be curving our spine inwardly and outwardly, and I'm going to turn around sideways to show you what that's going to look like, and maybe that'll give you an idea of what it should feel like. So first is the cat, and in the cat, we tuck our tailbone under, pull the abdominal muscles in, very long, strong spine, and then start curving in. Curve the head, the shoulders, curve in, until you could see your belly button. Now keep your head and shoulders in the same position. Release the abdominal muscles. Take your tailbone out away from you. Relax your abdominal muscles, relax the belly. And now we start curving outwardly like this, and that's called cow. So now that I've demonstrated, I'm going to turn toward you. And we're going to do 3 in each direction. So as we did before, we'll start with the cat, and I'll give you cues of what we're doing. So pull your tailbone under, pull your abdominal muscles in, bring the spine back a little bit, make it really tall and strong in the back, and then start curving with the chin and the head, start curving yourself inward until you come into your cat. To move to cow, release your abdominal muscles, take your tailbone out behind you. Belly is soft, your lower spine's coming forward, and then from the middle of the spine, start lifting, and you'll lift the shoulders and the head last. That's the cow. We're going to roll the pelvis across the heads of the femurs. That'll take our tailbone down underneath. We're coming back to cat, and we roll into that inward curve. Releasing the abs, rolling the pelvis in the opposite direction. Tailbone goes out behind us, coming into the cow, and we'll do 1 more of each. Rolling, tailbone under, curving inward until you could see your belly button, and last time coming to cow. You get that outward curve. And we come back to a seated position. We'll do just a little more with the neck. So inhale, lift up, make your neck really long. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift up the chin, stack it over the rest of your spine. Exhale, we're going to take the head very slowly and carefully back. Inhale, stretch the chin toward the ceiling. Exhale, release it. Inhale, lift the head carefully up and stack it over the rest of the spine. Now we're going to take the chin forward again, but instead of taking it toward our chest, we're going to aim for this place where the 2 parts of the collarbone come together. It doesn't have to reach there. It's never about where you end up. It's always about the journey that you're on. The journey, not the destination. Okay, inhale, long neck. Exhale, bring that chin in. And inhale, release. We're going to bring our sits bones about halfway between the front and the back of the chair. And now we're going to do an inversion where we're going to be lowering our head. So a couple of things about inversions. One is that they'll remind us that we need to have an empty stomach when we're doing, or at least not a full stomach when we're doing yoga. So wait at least an hour and a half after your last meal before you're going to come into any inversions at least. So the second thing about inversions is that our head will be lower than our heart. But if that's going to make you dizzy, don't go that far. We'll be rolling forward, and think about where you're either starting to feel dizzy or might be starting to feel dizzy, or you're worried about it. Just don't go there. We don't want to take ourselves to the dizzy place. It's too dangerous. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, chin to chest, and start rolling down very slowly. Pull the abdominal muscles in to support your lower spine. We're breathing in. We're breathing out. We're feeling that inversion. And we're feeling We're making sure that our lower back is safe by pulling our abdominals in. If you feel any strain in your lower back, then come back up until your back feels better. We don't want to strain our back ever. And inhaling, slowly roll back up. Okay, so now we're going to do a chair yoga version of a sun salutation. And again, anytime we're lifting our arms above our shoulders, if your shoulders are cranky today or you just don't feel like it, you can always come to this. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Pull your abdominal muscles in, flat back as far as you can. Inhale, roll it up. And we're going to do a lunge on our right side. The right knee is over the right ankle, and we're going to let the left leg hang off the front of the chair, and it's resting. It's on vacation. It's going to one of these beaches that are reopening. And we're going to push down through this right leg. Really push hard. This one is relaxing. This one is working really hard. Push, push, push. I want you to feel it the whole way up the leg. And we're going to relax that. It's done. Relax it, wiggle it, get the tension out. We're going to push down through this left foot, this left leg. This one's relaxing now. We're going to the beach. This one's working hard. And release. Now both legs are relaxed. Wiggle them, get all the tension out. We're still facing that right knee. And we're going to inhale both arms up or heart center, whichever's better for you. Shoulders are down and back while we're reaching up. Optional. This is completely optional. You can, if you want to, push down through both feet, and you're going to feel your torso rise to go along with the rest of your shoulders and upper arms. But it's optional. And exhale, release. We do everything in yoga on both sides, but we have to do something else before we get over to the other lunge. So I will remember the other lunge. So those who are able can use their hands to support their weight while we come up out of the chair. So the toes are facing the chair. Our wrists are under our shoulders. We're spreading our hands out, and we're going to do a plank. Now a plank is all about your core. So we're going to use our abdominal muscles here, pull them all the way in, all the muscles. Got some here, you got some here, and you got our band that goes all the way around here. So use all those abdominal muscles here. When you're breathing in and out through your nose and you're pulling those abdominal muscles in, you are doing plank. You're doing it. So that is the core of your core. You're using it for plank. To be fancier, you could step your feet back and lower your hip joints. And then all your core muscles are kicking in, not just the abs, but also the glutes and the quads. You're still breathing in, you're still breathing out, and you're still keeping those core muscles tight. So you can do that one either way. And carefully, we're going to walk our feet back in if we walk them out. Still facing the chair, and here is downward facing dog, which is very difficult to do in a chair, but we've modified it this way. So pay attention to what's going on in the back of your legs, your hamstring muscles here. If they are already stretched, all they're going to stretch today, you're already doing downward facing dog, so all you have to do is breathe. But if the back of your legs need some more stretching, it's very simple. We just take our hip joints back away from the chair, and your hamstrings are going to start talking to you right away. So you need to listen, and when they say stop, you need to stop. Maybe back up a little bit even. So when you're getting the perfect stretch, you just stay there and breathe. If you've already gotten to that point and maybe it's getting a little old, maybe you need to start moving back toward the chair. And now we're all going to slowly move back toward the chair. We've gotten that good hamstring stretch. We're going to use our hands to support our weight while we come back into the chair. And now we do the other lunge. So we turn to the left. The left knee is over the left heel. Right now, both legs are relaxing. The right leg is relaxing in front of the chair. It's doing nothing. And we're going to start working this left leg. So push down through the foot, through the knee, even up into the thigh and the hip joint. This one's relaxing. This one's working. And breathe in and out through the nose. Really feel like the breath is moving to the place where the work is being done. Push, push, push. Okay, relax. This leg is going, I don't know, somewhere on vacation. So it's really relaxing. Let it be easy. And we're going to work this leg. So push down through the toes, the heel, the knee, thigh, maybe up into your hip joint. Feel it. Push, push. This one's relaxing. This one's working. And we're going to relax that one. So move it around, do whatever you need to get the tension out of it, wiggle it, squeeze and stretch. Now face that left knee and inhale, arms up overhead, but remember you always have the hands to heart center option. Our shoulders are always down and back when we're reaching up overhead. Don't ask me how we do it. We compromise. So we're breathing in, we're breathing out. And we can just be like this, we can just have our hands to heart center, and only if we want to, we can push down through both legs. And that gives us that full, tall, strong lunge position. And exhale, lower the arms, carefully face the front, legs out in front. We're going to quickly roll down, take the arms to the sides. Inhale, use your abdominal muscles, lift up tall, hands to heart center. We're going to do a warrior pose, and it's very much like the lunge. So we turn to one side of the chair, and we have that knee bent over the ankle, and the other leg will be wherever it's going to be, the foot is going to be flat on the floor. So if in order to get your foot flat on the floor, you need to have your knee bent and your foot way up here, perfect. If you can bend your knee less or not at all, it could be out here, it could be behind you. The point is, it needs to be flat on the floor because that's how we get the full power from that foot, is by having it flat. So these are chair yoga warriors. We're going to do a warrior one. And again, we're going to be lifting our arms up over our shoulders, and so if that's not comfortable, we can bring our hands to heart center. Try to keep the shoulders down and back. And this is warrior one. We want to keep our shoulders over our hip joints as much as possible. We're breathing strongly here. And we're going to lower our arms and hold on to the chair as we turn ourselves over to the other side. Knee over ankle, knees bent at a right angle. And again, the same thing. We have to find a place where this other foot can be flat on the floor, so that you work that out with the way your body is today. It might be different than another day. We're going to turn toward that knee that's in front of us. Inhale, arms up overhead or hands to heart center. Try to keep the shoulders down. And we can push down through both feet, just lightly, not really strongly, medium. Press down mediumly. Find your full breath. And exhale, arms down. So it's time for a balance. If you're not feeling well balanced today and you're afraid you might fall, stay in the chair and you can do stretches that relate to this balance. So we're going to use our hands to support our weight, and we come up beside the chair. Just let me say a word about chairs. We don't want a chair that's going to let us down, so we need a chair that fits us well, a chair that has a mostly straight seat, a chair that's not going to tip over easily when we're pushing down on it. And this is how we stand with respect to the chair. We line up, our toes are pointing away from us, and our feet are lined up with the back legs of the chair. That's going to be the most stable position, the safest position for us to be in. And we need a place on the chair where we can hold on like this. All right, we're going to start with a very simple balance. We keep our toes pointing forward. We keep this inner leg, by inner I mean the one closest to the chair, we keep the inner leg as long and as tall as we can. And inhaling, we bring up the outer knee, and we're going to straighten up our spine so that our shoulders can be directly over our hip joints. And we're constantly monitoring this inner leg so it can be long and tall and not pushing in toward the chair. And this is just, it doesn't even have a name, it's just a general alignment balance. And we release that outer leg to the floor. We're going to use the chair to help us around to the other side of itself. And again, we'll line up our feet with the back legs of the chair. We're going to keep this inner leg, which is going to be the support leg, tall. We also have the chair as part of our support system here. And we're going to inhale, bring up that outer knee. And arrange the shoulders so they're above the hip joints. And try to keep the hip joint on the inner leg over the ankle. And exhale, release. And using the chair for support, we're going to come back down. And we like to do, after we do a balance, we like to sit in the chair and enjoy having a chair underneath us, and we do some things with our fingers and our hands. So today we're going to name some figures. Hold up our hands like this, thumb to index, thumb to middle, thumb to ring, thumb to pinky. Then we'll go backwards, thumb to pinky, thumb to ring, thumb to middle, thumb to index. And we wiggle those fingers around. We're going to circle the thumbs and reverse. And we're going to circle the wrists and reverse. And let's circle the elbows and reverse. And we've been using our shoulders a lot, so let's do some nice, easy shoulder rolls. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and reverse. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going to bring our hands together at heart center, and we'll do a nice triceps stretch, which ends up being a stretch on one side and the muscle working on the other side. And it goes like this. Inhale, lift up tall, and exhale, pushing the right elbow off to the right. We're not twisting at all. This is all being done by the arms and the shoulders. Keep breathing. And inhaling, we come back to the center. And exhale, we're going to take that push out to the other side. And we're going to inhale to the center. Peel the palms apart. Wiggle out the hands and the fingers. Let's make some light fists, nice easy fists. And exhale, stretch the whole hand. Inhale, make a tight fist. Exhale, stretch as widely as you can. And wiggle again, shake the whole thing out. We're going to bring our arms out to the side. We're going to turn the arms with the palms up toward the sky. Inhale, stretch them out. Exhale, fingertips to the shoulders. Inhale out. We're going to turn the palms forward. Exhale, bring the fingertips to the top of the torso. Inhale out. We're going to rotate the arms again and have the palms down. Exhale, bring hands to hips. And inhale, release. Now the palms are facing backwards, back behind us. Exhale, bring the arms around behind you. You may want to move forward on your chair. And eventually you're probably going to run into the back of the chair. And that's probably enough. And let the arms go down to the side. Shake them out. All right, we're going to do our, at Claymore, famous arms and abs push-ups. And we will need to be using our lower and upper abs for this. So we're not going to hurt our backs. We're going to save our back muscles by using our abdominal muscles to do all the work here. Hands, feet are hip distance apart. Hands are on the thighs. Oh, and how many push-ups do we have to do? Well, the minimum is 0. So nobody has to do any push-ups. And those who want to do the full set will do 5, and anybody can do any amount in between. Exhale down, abs and arms only. Inhale up. Exhale down, abs and arms. That's 2. Exhale down, inhale, abs and arms. Exhale down. Push up, and we'll do one more. Exhale down, abs and arms. Exhale up. Good job. All right, we're going to take our toes out, our heels out, toes out, and we're going to open up here a little bit in the hip creases, and we want to feel a stretch in the inner thigh, not too much, because we're not very used to this, so we want to just take this easy. So open up to what feels good to you. Not too much stretch. Let's lift our heels from that position. And exhale, send them down. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, send them down. Now hold on to the chair, maybe the sides of the chair or the seat of the chair. You could move forward a little bit, hold on to the seat of the chair. And we're going to do some knee lifts without leaning back. That's the hard part. That's why we need our abs here, to do the knee lifts without leaning back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're only going to do 2 on each side, because these are really hard. Okay, toes in, heels in, toes in. We're going to do a exercise that is moving our knees, and we're using our thigh muscles a little bit, but really the exercise is about our abdominal muscles. So we're going to be straightening our legs, and I want us to pull our abdominal muscles all the way in, all 3 layers, all the way in, 100%. Exhale, let them go. And then just 25%, 1/4 of our abdominal strength, that's all, just 1/4. And we're going to be, we'll start with our right leg. We're going to straighten it 5 times. Inhale, exhale. Keep those abs tight, keep the spine straight. Other side. Inhale, exhale. This is the 4th one. And that's it. Release the abs. Okay, so we're holding on to the chair again. 50% of your abdominal strength. Both legs. Ready, go. Keep your spine straight. And release. And here's the last one. Wiggle it out first. Okay. 100% abdominal contraction. Sit up tall. And inhale, hold those legs out in front. How long? Until your body says let go. Or until I tell you to. And exhale, release those legs. Okay. Shake them out. Wiggle it. Get yourself pretty relaxed here. We're going to do our neck rolls. So these are very slow. Think about your head as being the hour hand of a very large clock face. And we're going to, I'll be mirroring you. So we're going to start by going your clockwise. So we're exhaling, taking our head down through the 3, slowly curving it down toward the 6 on the clock face. Inhale, up through the 9, up to the 12. 12 more hours, keep going. Exhaling, and down, and down, and inhaling up and up until we come back to the 12, and we're going to reverse. We're going to go 24 hours backwards. So we exhale down through the 9 and down through the 6, and inhaling up through the 3, back to the 12, and finishing up that last 12 hours, long, slow neck rolls. Get all the tension out. Now we're going to sit even more relaxed, shoulders down and back. Relax everything that isn't keeping you seated in the chair, so certainly relax the face, the hands, the arms. And breathe in and breathe out. You can close your eyes if you want to. You can open your eyes and find that focal point like we did at the beginning. Breathe in, breathe out. Start to lose the tension from your body. Feel it slipping away. Help it if you know how. You can give yourself a mini massage. You can stretch and squeeze. And if you and your breath and your imagination get together, you can have all kinds of ways to get the tension out of your body. And if our eyes have been closed, we'll open them. We're going to bring our hands to heart center. And at the end, I'm going to say a few phrases, and then at the end I'll say namaste, and you're welcome to say namaste with me, which means I really see you. I acknowledge you. The light in me greets the light in you. Your light greets mine. And together our lights greet the lights of all creatures. Namaste. Thank you for joining us today. Hope we'll see you again.